Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gold and silver in the red, but what if I told you that is going to be extremely short-lived and we could see $50, $100, even higher than that silver prices extremely soon? And why? Well, that's what this video is for. 5G, the new fastest internet going to be out, is going to explode silver prices. And why? Because silver is extremely beneficial and actually is a necessary component of 5G technology. So with that said, like I was mentioning, a shortening, diminishing, vanishing supply of silver met with a component that's needed in silver, as it's the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity, is going to push prices extremely high. I have an article from Kitco explaining what's going on with 5G technology and why it's coinciding with silver. But before we start, I want to share where silver's sitting at right now. So right now we see silver at $14.18 and gold is at $1,590. We can go to the 1 month chart of each of these and see very similar patterns. Silver moves very similar to gold, but I think 5G might break out gold from silver as they start to have their own markets becoming themselves. Silver can take on a life of its own if 5G really does pick up the way that people are talking about. The gold to silver ratio is still 112 to 1, meaning it takes 112 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. That's another reason why silver could be hitting this $50 range, because anytime the gold to silver ratio gets to these levels, 1991, 2003, 2008, 2011, anytime the ratios do this, it leads to extremely high silver prices, with silver outperforming gold drastically. So this is definitely insight on where silver prices could be headed. I'm curious, where do you think silver prices are going? Where do you think silver is going to be compared to gold, and why? Do you think it's going to be 5G technology? Is it going to be COVID-19? Is it going to be the recession looming? What is it going to be? But anyways, let's jump into this article. It's very short, so I'm going to share my perspective, then we'll have another discussion afterwards. So, BMO, China's 5G expansion positive for silver demand. So China's aggressive efforts to expand its 5G wireless network is well for silver demand. And the analyst cited reports that up to 18 provinces in China aim to build over 413,000 5G base stations this year. 413,000 5G base stations. So the demand for silver is going to explode. And it already is, as this is already starting to become a thing. So we know Mexico, Peru, Chile, Australia, China, the top silver producers for the last 7 years have been abandoning silver mines by the hundreds of millions of ounces. But what's going to happen when they need all this silver, but the supply can't meet it? That's going to shoot silver's price way up, and these people are still going to have to be paying these prices. Why? Because 5G needs to come out. It's definitely going to come out, and regardless of what the price is, the producers are going to turn into the consumers, and the consumers are going to turn into the producers. So this would be positive for silver demand. The country's Guangdong province reportedly aims to build 60,000 5G stations this year, with 48,000 completed in the first 3 quarters. So they're already 48,000 completed in the first 3 quarters. So they're ramping this up heavily. Last week, China's 3 major telecom carriers, China Mobile, China Unicorn, and China Telecom, along with the state-owned China Tower, all pledged to accelerate their investment into 5G. So this is going to be a very short-paced, fast-paced race to build 5G, and that means the demand is going to be happening all at once, extremely fast, all at once, which means there's going to be a huge surge in production of silver, and that means miners don't have the luxury to dig it out. There's going to be a silver shortage to a degree we've never seen before. So that, along with the state-owned China Tower, all pledged to accelerate their 5G investments in response to the government's call to roll out new infrastructure projects that can revive domestic economic activity. So that's what I'm talking about when I say silver's future. How silver, apart from other investments, have so much potential. You know, other investments, when you're trying to invest into something, you want to look at what it brings to the table in the future of it. Just like with real estate, if you're going to invest into real estate, are they building schools in the area, or are they tearing schools down? Are they building malls, shopping malls, or are they tearing the malls down? That's how you can look at where the economy is headed, and that's where you can see if the property value is going to go up or not. Same thing goes with silver. Silver is going to be needed more and more and more, making the demand higher, making it much more profitable, much more valuable. And that's why silver's future is so bright compared to something else like, with any other investment, especially with like cryptocurrency. So along those lines, silver has intrinsic value, but it also has opportunistic value for the future that lies ahead. So, the infrastructure projects can revive domestic economic activity. The Silver Institute issued a report last week saying silver will be a necessary component in almost all aspects of this technology. Let me repeat that. Silver will be a necessary component in almost all aspects of this technology. Silver is going to be needed regardless of what 5G does, but even more importantly, silver being the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity, silver is going to be a huge player in the game, so silver demand is going to rocket. The Silver Institute report said global 5G related silver demand is currently around 7.5 million ounces, but with increased 5G related demand in future years, it's expected to increase to around 23 million ounces by 2030. So we're going to see a huge soar for silver. It's going to be a race to silver, and the players in the game are going to be Apple, Tesla, the biggest companies, and they're going to need it. If you want the latest iPhone to come out, you better hope they're still going to be paying these prices, because like I said, the producers are going to turn into consumers. The people like you and I that are stacking the silver will be selling it to the big players in the game that need it. See, we want silver, but they need silver. There's a big difference. The people that need it for their gadgets to come out, that's where it's going to be. That's where the ball game is going to be played, in their court, because they're willing to pay any price, even if it's $100, they'll pay it. And then there's the ongoing factor of luxury demand and luxury price influencing people to keep buying prices higher. Like when Bitcoin was $18,000, that's when most people bought Bitcoin, because that's when YouTube videos are made about it. It's all over the news. It's all over the internet. Your friends and family are talking about it. Your next door neighbor's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it, because it's going so much higher and they see the potential. And that's also what's going to happen when silver hits $50, $60, $70. Everyone's going to be talking about it, which in turn gives it much more media spotlight. The spotlight's going to be on it. And that's in turn when everyone's going to keep buying it. That's when the demand's going to be highest, is when the price goes higher, bringing new money in, giving it cushioning support. And that's how it can stay up there as well, instead of crash like it previously had in 2011, 2008, even in 1999. So anyways, I'm curious what this is going to entail for silver. This is definitely going to be huge for silver prices. I'm not surprised. I will not be surprised if this, along with COVID-19, along with the 2020 presidential election, along with the recession looming, does drain out silver to be at record-breaking highs that we've never seen before. I mean, if we can go in the future and look back on these times and see all the players in the game, all the situations, all the circumstances, and everything that's, is laid out, knowing the consequences, it would be blatantly obvious to see that silver is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. So anyways, like I said, the link to this article will be in the description. I thought this was some stuff I really wanted to bring to the table, because this is where the meat and potatoes are. This is where silver's true potential is. So if you did enjoy this video, if you thought it was educational, informational, or just entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 100 likes. I know we can do that. I know we can hit that like goal. Everyone, go like the video right now. Thank you so much. Also subscribe. I posted another video earlier today going deeper into silver prices and stuff that goes along those lines. I definitely think you will enjoy that. It goes along to the silver shortage, where the demand is and also where the supply could be headed. It's a very interesting video. A couple of articles I researched, I found that I think you would enjoy. So make sure to go check that out as well. It'll be in the bottom of this video right here. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys and gals very soon. Keep stacking, my friends. Peace.